3-0 Chelsea, and nice and easy, wasn't it? Burnley didn't do that much in this one.
Yeah, you'd have to say that if you're Chelsea, you want to play Burnley at home every week. You know, right when the first goal came through the penalty, you're beginning to think, oh, this is what we've seen too many occasions from Chelsea at home, you know, with possession, but really not creating anything. And then, of course, Loughton, it's questionable whether it's a penalty or not, but but the fact that you go to ground and you go across the path of your opponent and Willian, then you're asking for trouble. And so it makes it easy when they get the penalty. They go ahead and all of a sudden you can relax. You know, the crowd relaxes, that tension disappears, and then you can keep passing the ball because it really doesn't matter. Because the opposition in Burnley are really not troubling you going forward. So it almost felt like a matter of time before there was going to be a couple of more goals, and there was.
You're right about saying they want to play them every week, because if we take a look at their recent home record, they've had some good results and some bad results. That was a win they needed after those 2 defeats at home to Southampton and Bournemouth.
Yeah, and the reason they lost is because both Southampton and Bournemouth, who, listen, we don't often say they defended well, but they did. They were organised and they made good decisions and got the challenges in. And that, I think, is where that little bit of inexperience shows with Chelsea right now, particularly with Mount and with Abraham. When it comes to a dogged defence, I'm not so sure that they really understand how to break that down. I think right now, when they're given time and space, yes, they can hurt you. But when things are tight and nobody's letting you move them around, I'm not quite so sure about them. But as I said, today it was a case of the opposition handing them goals, and then that opens things up. As I said, it makes it easy. You know, Abraham gets his goal. Yeah. You got to say, what's the goalkeeper doing? But it doesn't matter.
Maybe put off by the defender, but you're right.
It doesn't matter. He gets his goal. So it's a good result. It's a performance that we've seen from them a lot of good possession, but not enough cutting edge in that final third.
So, do you still make them favourites to finish 4th and get the Champions League spot? Tough, isn't it? Because there's 2 or 3 that are...
It's hard to hang your hat on them. It's difficult to turn around and say, oh yes, definitely, they're going to be Final 4, but the last 4. But they're getting it done. They've got the points in the bag, and you can't rely on the other side. So right now, probably yes.
You've got a tougher run of games coming up. What about Burnley? Because we've seen over the last couple of weeks, there's a lot of poorer teams in the league. Would you put Burnley, maybe not with them, but would you say, ooh, they've got to be careful here? They've
got to be careful, yes. They've gone down before, but I get the impression that they're just going to have enough at home.
There's 3 worse teams than them in the league, isn't there?
I think so, although certainly on today's performance, somebody would have an argument with you about that. But yeah, they've got experience of being in this position, I think, which is going to help them. They're not going to panic. No. Yes, they understand that they could be in trouble, but having been there before, they understand what it takes. They know they don't have to win every week. Experience, I think, will keep them up, but only just.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.